Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and as you all may know, yesterday the game World War 3 dropped in early access, and I have been talking about it for quite some time that I was excited for it to actually launch because it reminded me a lot of Battlefield 4, which is probably one of my favorite Battlefield titles, so I was really excited to get my hands on the game. I only got to play for a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit about why a little bit later in the video. So I played for about an hour and a half, and I didn't manage to record any gameplay because when I got access to the closed technical test of the game, every time I would launch other programs alongside World War 3, it said I ran out of video memory. I don't know if it was a bug or something. I sent an email to the support team of World War 3, didn't get a response, but I mean, I didn't want to launch OBS and record stuff because it would always make the game crash, and I just couldn't play the game whatsoever. So when it launched in early access yesterday, after a few technical issues, I just launched the game and played without recording just to see how it ran, and I would try later with OBS to record some gameplay for all of you. But before I managed to do so, they had a shit ton of issues with the servers. So as of recording this video right now, these servers are still not up. They are working their asses off from what I can see from the Twitter feed. So that is why I don't have any gameplay footage for all of you in today's video from World War 3. Just because I didn't want to take the chance and record, and you know, you can't predict that the game's going to go down right after launch, but I'm sure it wasn't something they were expecting, and I'm glad that they're communicating with the community, talking about what's happening, and they're in the office right now on weekends working to get the game back up and running. I know a lot of people are disappointed, frustrated, you know, talking shit about the game, but you can never predict these things, and they're not a multi-million-dollar company like EA that can just throw money and, you know, have a shit ton of staff that can come in and just fix stuff really quickly. They don't have a super big development team, and they're doing their best. So it's unfortunate that they had a tough launch. I had fun in the time that I played. There's a lot of things to talk about. I don't want to make a review yet. I don't have the hours put in the game to make a proper review of it, so that's going to be coming up next week or the week after that, after I really had time to sink my teeth into everything that World War 3 has to offer. I think they have a good game on their hands at the core, and they were launching it in early access to actually build the game with the community, and hopefully they do a good job, unlike some other early access games. I don't want to name any names, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Unlike other early access games where they say they will do something, but then they don't end up doing it. But I have faith in the Farm 51. They're talking to the community. They're letting us know what the hell's happening, why the game's not working, and, you know, they're frustrated too. It's not just the player base that's frustrated that the game's not working. I'm sure they are frustrated as hell that they had issues that caused the game to not work at all. Nobody's able to play right now. I mean, sure, if the game launches and there are some bugs that people can still play the game with the bugs, that's fine, but now nobody can log in, so it's a major issue for them right now, and I'm sure it's not fun to be in the offices right now because, you know, everybody's under so much pressure, especially at the launch date. I mean, it is early access, but still, it is a big step, and first impressions mean everything. But if you like Battlefield 4, if you want a modern military style shooter that reminds you of the gameplay of Battlefield 4, something of the sorts, I highly suggest checking out the game. Maybe not right now, maybe next week or something like that. It's not very expensive. It's $28 USD, about $36 Canadian, and I think it has a lot to offer, and I think they have a nice plan for World War 3. So all in all, from the time I played, I had fun. They had a tough launch. It's unfortunate, and I can't wait to get my hands back on the game, talk about the customization system and all that stuff, because it is probably one of the highlights of World War 3. You can tell that they really put a lot of time in there. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you bought World War 3 yet, if you're disappointed that you didn't get to play, if you plan on buying it later down the line when it's maybe a little bit further into the development cycle of the game. Let me know all that stuff in the comments down below, and expect to see more footage, well, actually some gameplay of World War 3 once I manage to, you know, record some World War 3 gameplay without it crashing, or and when the servers are back up online. So I'll try and keep you all posted. You can follow me on Twitter, Discord, or stuff like that. If it's a game that interests you, it interests me a lot. So that's enough rambling for today's video. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as I try to release Battlefield and other first-person shooter-related content pretty much every day. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.